Hey everybody, this is Eric, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of a long-term review on the WaterRower. What I'm going to show you here is I've had a lot of people ask about how loud the WaterRower is. So I just sat down on the WaterRower and put a sound pressure level phone app on it, and it's looking like that while I'm rowing, that it is topping out in the low 80s, like 81 or so, and going down to, in the quieter moments, into the 60s. So I'll just let you hear this for a second. So this is the state of my house when I am not talking. My 16-year-old is not blasting his music at the top of its volume level. And when really it's what I would consider extremely quiet around here. So I'm going to stop talking for a second, and you can listen to the quiet. And so, as a result of this test, a lot of people were asking about how loud this thing is. A lot of people were concerned about it being too loud for their environment. And as I can attest here, this thing is saying that my voice right now, which I'm not yelling or anything, is much louder than the rower. So all that to say, if your neighbors aren't banging on your wall because you're talking in normal tones, then there's no chance that you're going to bother them with this thing. Okay, so I just wanted to show you a little bit about how I'm using the WaterRower. And so I use a set of Beats headphones, and I'll tell you a little bit more about those in detail a little bit later. But the thing I like about them is they're Bluetooth. I was finding that my other headphones that are wired would not literally go far enough because I'm so tall. I'm 6'4", so when I'm pushing all the way back and pulling and leaning back like you're supposed to when you're rowing, I would probably need like an 8-foot cable or something like that. And there's of course always the concern that you might get it hung up on your handle or your seat rail or something like that, which you obviously don't want. So anyway, one of the things that I discovered by using the Hydrow app, which I use all the time, and I will tell you again a little bit more about that later as well, a little bit more detail about the Hydrow app. But when I'm using the Hydrow app, I use it and I match cadence to the fitness instructors and those kinds of people. And so it's kind of fun because you kind of feel like you're doing it with them. Like they're on water most of the time. And sometimes there's one athlete and sometimes there's two. And they're entertaining to listen to. They also play music in the background, which I like. And you can pick from hundreds and hundreds of different programs to work out to. And they're anywhere from 5 minutes all the way up to, well, the longest I've done is 30 minutes. I don't generally do more than 20 to 30 minutes at a time when I exercise. With this thing, when I go out and bike, I do a lot more than that, obviously, because you need to if you want to get a good workout when you're cycling. But anyway, one of the things I was doing before, which a lot of people had mentioned, people that were probably trainers or maybe people that have on water rowed before, is that I used to, on my old video, you can see me do this, my hands would go up over my knees. So like you could see my hands go up over my knees. And that was because instead of pressing with my legs and then starting to lean back and then pulling with my hands, which is proper rowing technique, I was pulling with my hands first and then pressing with my legs, which required my hands to go up over my knees. And then similarly, when I was pressing back towards the foot peg or footboard, I was bringing my knees in first and then bringing my arms in, which meant that I had to go up over the top. So the idea is your hands should feel like you're sliding across the table, so you're not going up or down drastically. So here I'm going to show you a little bit more about the actual Beats headphones and kind of some of the details about the Hydrow app
which is a really, really great app if you're into rowing and you want to row at home and have a good time. So these particular Beats headphones, I believe, are $250 retail. I got them from Costco for $200. And the thing I like about it is they're basically water resistant. They've got decent sound. I'm kind of an audiophile, so I would not say that these are amazing. Some people probably would love them and think they're amazing, but to me, they're a little bit bassy. But again, for working out, that's what I got them for. They're amazing, and I really like them. I like the fact that they stay on your ear. The Apple product, which is kind of similar, just literally hangs out of your ear, and I've heard from people that they stay in great, but I just wasn't super jazzed about it. So anyway, there you have it. The other thing I use, obviously, is my Apple iPad. And I'm sure you could use any, like an Android or anything like that. The software that I use, the Hydrow software, is I'm sure available on all forms of devices.
So the app that I use is called Hydrow. I've used these others. That's KinoMap and BitGem. I've used those before, but I generally use Hydrow. And so let me just show you a little bit about how Hydrow works. It's a $20 a month subscription, but I feel like it's well worth it. I mean, you get all these professional trainers. They have like live sessions and all kinds of stuff. They have, off rower stuff. They have drives are more like a more long kind of continuous maximum effort sort of thing. They've got a sweat, which is generally has like ladders, so you'll have like a lower pace, medium pace, higher pace, and so on. And they have all different, and see this 484 rows, 482 rows, they're constantly adding to it, so there's a ton. The breeze are really nice. They do work a lot on technique on the breeze, and so I really like the breeze. And then they have warm-up rows and cool-down rows. And then they just added journeys relatively recently, and the journeys are pretty great because they give you kind of like you can just go in there. Here, let me just load one up really quick. So they've got like different lengths, as you can see here. And they basically just take you to a place. So these are a little bit like what some of the other apps do. But these are just, their quality is just really top notch. I personally don't use the journeys. And then this Learn to Row, they have kind of some technique stuff to begin with, but just to show you a little bit about, I do a lot of these breeze. And some of these athletes, I mean, they're just really great. These are, top-notch rowers. Let's see, I did this one the other day, or I did one like it. Let's see. Usually they show you check marks. Yeah, there you go. So this one was cool, actually. I'll show you a few seconds of this just so you can see what it's like. So once you put it on the rower, you turn it sideways, and so then they're talking, and what you do is you follow along where you're rowing in the same cadence they're rowing in. You can see them, they're in London, so they're talking about the different places they went and visited and all that. And of course, when I'm using the headphones, there's no audio in the house, so you're just really only hearing the rower while I'm working out in the morning. So pretty great.
Rhythm number marked by that S/M. Couple that rhythm number with your effort.
So really good stuff. I mean, just really enjoyable to kind of follow along and kind of be there with them in those places. I mean, the scenery is beautiful. They do have good music that they do. And some of the different technique things that you work on are pretty cool. So like, let's see, they kind of talk through different things. Bend to the knees and push. Arms away, body over. The slight bend and push. There you go. Final one here. Arms away, body over, slight bend, push. All right, let's pick up to full stroke.
So as you can see, the Hydrow app is pretty great. And I just wanted to show you, there's even rows with Kevin Hart as an example. I mean, they've got a lot of celebrity rowers and just various people in the industry. This is pretty cool. I mean, check this out. This is Kevin Hart here. He's rowing from home on a Hydrow, And it's pretty funny hearing what he says through the course of the row. But anyway, so yeah, the Hydrow app is amazing, and I really enjoy using it while I'm rowing. It helps to kind of motivate me, seeing all the new things, and makes me feel a little bit like a part of the community. Now, I do wish that I had a Hydrow in a way, because then I'd actually be able to keep like the cadence numbers. They have a when you actually are rowing on a Hydrow, they actually have a like a leaderboard that you can be a part of, and they even talk about it in the app. But it does not function in this limited form. So because this particular rower does not like match up exactly with theirs, so that's kind of an exclusive thing. If you have a Hydrow rowing machine, then you're going to be able to get the advantage of that. But for me, the Hydrow rower is very, very expensive. The WaterRower is an amazing machine. It's so quiet. It's so enjoyable to use. I just can't say enough good things about it. A couple people that I know have bought them as a result of me buying them and doing the review and such. So, if you are looking for a way to exercise at home, especially with the continued COVID shutdowns and all the like that have been keep going here, and you want something that gives you a great workout that's low impact, easy on your body, and that just, cardiovascularly gives you a great fitness workout, then you really can't go wrong with a WaterRower. I really have enjoyed it. I love the fact that I can stand it up vertically when I'm done and get it out of the way, and I don't have to break it into pieces or the like with some of the other products. And there's really no maintenance. I mean, you don't have to oil a chain. I mean, I guess maybe you might have to someday change the water out, but so far mine is totally clear and shows no signs of anything. Your monitor takes some batteries. You got to do that every once in a while. I mean, other than that, you're basically good to go. Dust it off if you aren't using it regularly, I guess. Anyway, so thanks for watching so much, and I just hope that you guys have a great Christmas and Happy New Year, and Lord willing, we're going to have a fantastic 2021, because as we all know, 2020 has not generally been stellar for most people. So anyway, thanks guys, and have a great day.